Good morning and welcome. This is Chris from T3 Handicapping here to bring you the Pick 6 carryover analysis for Saturday, December 4th from Aqueduct Racecourse. We do have a third day here in the Pick 6 carryover, so we're going to quickly run down the races, take a look at some of our opinions, and see if we can cash those tickets. As always, you can find us here on YouTube. You can also go to our website and purchase our monthly package. We have 6 tracks up today, so it's been a little bit of a busy morning. Gulfstream Oaklawn Fairgrounds. We've got obviously the Big A, Mahoning Valley for the true degenerates out there. Lots of choices for you to play today. You can find us as well on Facebook. That's T3 Handicapping parentheses horse racing, and there you actually will have access to all of our picks and data from Aqueduct for today. So if you sign up, if you like our page on Facebook, you can get Aqueduct for free today, and then you can always follow us on Twitter at Handicapping T3. We always appreciate as well if you can like and subscribe to these videos. So I don't want to waste any time. Posts are just around the corner. Aqueduct's set to go off in about 7 minutes for the first race, so we're going to just jump right into things here and get you set up to hopefully make a big payday here on the $1 Pick 6 carryover. It does start in race 5. You can see our sheets here, and if you do jump onto our Facebook page, it's these sheets that you'll see minus my chicken scratch handwriting. And so you'll be able to get access to those. If you want that for our other 5 tracks, just go over to our website and sign up for a monthly membership, and you'll have access to all of those for 30 days. This first race, we're going class level 17. It is on the turf course. Because it says T, that's going to be on the outer turf. Inner turf will be listed as an I. We're going a route of ground, moderate pace here, and I ended up landing on a number of horses. So I think this is a place where you can get value right away. I see this sequence having value at the front end and a little bit less at the tail end. So I'm going to try and pump up some value early and then ride the wave all the way to the end. So for this one, I went with Hard Place and Roseburg as my 2 top selections. Nothing creative there. Top 2 on the morning line. But I do have a couple of outsiders, or at least somewhat outsiders, that I like. I like Willakia, who projects to get the best of the race flow and has good ratings. And then I also like Etheric at 10 to 1. I'm a little nervous that it may have to do a little too much late, and just may not be able to hold on. You can see the race flow number is quite a bit smaller than our number 1, but is going to project to be on the early lead, and maybe that will be just enough to get us where we need to go in that situation. So those are going to be my selections. I am going to keep this ticket relatively small today because I think this is actually much more hittable. I said that yesterday too, and we all saw how that transpired, but nevertheless, I think this is I think we should see a little bit more form today. In the second leg, the race number 6, we've got a class level 13 going 6 furlongs. We are on the inner turf here, and we still don't have a fully defined run style there. I do tend to like horses coming from the early pace or just off of it, and that leads me to 2 horses that I think will be forwardly placed, or at least kind of in that pocket trip, which is Urban Forest, who is somewhat predictable as the favorite, but I also like King of Hollywood. King of Hollywood is 12 to 1, and based on the young careers of these horses, has some really good metrics going in its favor. I think is just as capable of getting the race flow, and should be sitting off of Urban Forest, who I think may actually be on the lead as we go here today. Urban Forest is definitely the fastest, but beyond that, I think King of Hollywood is definitely one you want to consider. If I have to go deeper on my B tickets, I'm going to be looking at Carpe's Dream as well as Pepito. Pepito is one that I think just fits on breeding, and if can make those jumps forward, I'm hoping can get the job done here today against a field of relatively weak horses. You do see that we have a slow pace, but it is a relatively new group of runners here as well, so we take that into consideration. Race number 7, this is where I think you're going to want to start. You're going to want to hope that you've caught your prices already, and you're going to want to start narrowing in on logical type horses. The nice thing with a $700,000 pool already sitting there for you is you can get chalky and still make money. And that's just one of the luxuries of having this 3-day carryover here. The $1 minimum is also going to force people to spread. So if you can keep your ticket narrow and hit a price, you should be able to really launch yourself into the stratosphere with a payout. For this one, I didn't get too creative here. I think Lady Rocket, Miss Marissa, and Sharp Star are the three that you need. They're the top three on the morning line, and I tend to agree. I worry that Truth Hurts is kind of the same as Sharp Star. And so if I'm going to take one, I'm going to take Sharp Star, who I have projected to be the better one. If there's one on here that if Bella Vita was maybe more at a 10-to-1 price, I might be more interested in that one. But for this one, I'm just going to go 217, and I'm just going to move on from the dirt. That's our first stakes race, I believe. Yes. Moving on now to our second stakes race here. I know a lot of people are going to be into Mo Donegal, and Mo Donegal seems logical enough, but I do like Woohoo That's Me. I think this is one that projects to potentially outrun the odds. I'm not sure if I'm going to get 6-to-1, but I do think that that's one, if the pace heats up, could get home. I personally prefer that one to Zandon. I think Zandon is getting a lot of credit for the barn that it comes from. I'll move on, and I'll try and get the 1-2 home from the inside. I think the inside posts have been pretty good so far this weekend at Aqueduct, so we'll take our chances there. Moving on to race number 9. This is class level 9, going 9 furlongs on the dirt. Another stakes race, kind of a nice late stakes pick 4, which should bring plenty of extra money into the pool. Again, I'm not going to be super creative here. I want stalking horses that can play off the pace a little bit. And then when the horses that really need to go run themselves into the ground, I want Magic Circle and Nest coming home from just off. I think they'll do it. I'm good with that. If I were going to throw a third one in, Tap the Truth isn't super creative, or Tap the Faith isn't super creative, but that would probably be the next most likely one. Otherwise, Misinterpret, if you're looking for a price, would be the one I'd want there. Our feature of the day is the Cigar Mile, and I keep going back and forth on how I think this is going to play out. Independence Hall is a little light on the figs, but is 2 for 2 at Aqueduct and is a great runner, and so I had to put that one on top. And just in case nobody runs, this one will be forwardly placed, and that could be really good. I also do like following C in this position. I thought it was a clunk up performance the last time, but when you look at what it had to run into, it was doing the best it could. I thought that was a more impressive performance. Now, there is a possibility with both of those being front runners that it sets up for somebody from off the pace. And if that's the case, I really like American Revolution. I think American Revolution is actually probably the most likely winner in this race, as the morning line projects. The one that I keep coming back to in this race is Code of Honor. I think Code of Honor has a really good chance here, and I think Code of Honor is going to get to really run his race today. And so I'm tempted to move that one up onto my A line. Comes out as my third best. What I like is the price. I'm a little worried that opinion is not only my opinion, but is shared by many others, and that one's going to get hammered. The one that I don't like in this race is Ginobili, for the short prices that exist on the board. So that would be the one I would definitely not want to use. I don't think Pipeline, Plainsman, and Olympiad are in with a great shot. But I do think this is a pretty good rendition. I should say a pretty competitive rendition. I don't know overall top-end quality how good of a Cigar Mile this is, but I think in terms of being a tightly fitted group, I think it's one that matches up really well against itself. So I would go a little bit deeper here, but I don't think you need to be using these rank outsiders, and I think you can get away with keeping Ginobili off the ticket as well. So that's kind of a really quick rundown. First post at Aqueduct is right now, so I will let you get to your Aqueduct plays for today. Good luck at Aqueduct. Again, you can get our whole selections in our Facebook page. Just go ahead and like that, and then you can get access to all of the races, not just the pick 6. And then if you want access to all of our other tracks, our 5 other tracks for today, go sign up for a membership. Just $10 gets you 30 days, and you get access to every track that we provide. So with that, good luck and cash those tickets.